a victory for Uber and Lyft. A Maryland commission is waiving some of the strictest background requirements for the ride-sharing companies. It's a move cab drivers are calling unfair. WJZ is live. Ava-joye Burnett has more on why the state is allowing Uber and Lyft to play by different rules. Ava-joye?
Denise, good evening. It all came down to the background checks. Taxi cab drivers, they're expected to go through rigorous screenings through the FBI, and they wanted the same thing for Uber and Lyft, but that was a battle they lost today. In the battle between traditional taxis and ride-sharing companies, Uber and Lyft came out on top Thursday. The Maryland Public Service Commission announced the company's drivers will not have to go through a fingerprinting background check, even though every cab driver in the state is required to. Dwight Kynes' company operates cabs in Maryland. He says this is a matter of safety.
There's no question about the fact that a fingerprint-based FBI background check is more comprehensive than one that you can pull online.
And there have been complaints. Earlier this year in College Park, a passenger said her Uber driver allegedly kidnapped her, but the commission said Uber and Lyft proved their background check systems are sufficient, and the companies will have to follow additional requirements, like rerunning background checks for drivers every year, confirming drivers aren't using fake identities to hide a checkered past, and if a driver is arrested or convicted, they will be required to report it in 3 business days. Uber had actually threatened to pull out of the state of Maryland altogether if their drivers were forced to adhere to these stricter guidelines. For people who depend on the ride-sharing companies, they're happy they are here to stay.
I love Uber. I'm a big Uber fan. I use it. It's very convenient.
Can you imagine life without Uber at this point?
No, I use Uber all the time.
As it stands now, taxi and ride-sharing drivers will have to keep competing for customers.
I didn't have anything to hide anyway, and they had my social like they do with pretty much everybody else.
Uber and Lyft, they will have 10 days to agree to these requirements, and Denise, this is a big win for them, so it's expected that they will. Reporting live tonight, Ava-joye Burnett, WJZ Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Ava-joye. Uber officials issued a statement thanking state officials for carefully considering public safety protections Uber has put in place to ensure Marylanders have access to a safe, reliable ride throughout the state.